Why do you think most students forget what they read in examination hall? Some of you may say because they didn't prepare well or because of fear. But I think the right answer is because of lack of preparation. Lack of proper preparation can cause students to fear, which will result in them forgetting what they read in examination hall. It is very dangerous as a student to assume you are well prepared, only for you to go to the examination hall and discover you have not prepared properly for an examination. I'm a first class student, and in all the exams I've written, I have never gone to the examination hall and forget what I read, because I always ensure that I'm well prepared for every examination. And then, how can you tell you are well prepared for an examination? Because it is very dangerous as a student to assume that you are well prepared. So, I'm going to share 3 tips with you that will help you ascertain how prepared you are for an examination. And the first is trying to reproduce what you've read. A lot of students just read, and when they read, they feel okay, I'm well prepared for this examination, and they step into the examination without trying to check if what they've read actually stuck into their brain. So this is what I do. As I pick up a book to read, after I finish reading and studying, I pick a plain paper to see if I can bring back what I've actually read. It's very, very important, and it's very, very simple to do. So after reading, bring a sheet of paper. Try to write what you have read in your own understanding, in your own understanding. So if you could produce what you have read in your understanding without referring back to the book, it means you have understood what you've read, and it means you are prepared for that examination. Very, very simple, right? So picking up your book, trying to ensure that you can produce what you've read. A lot of students don't do that. I've had encounter with some students who told me, one I could remember, she told me she always forgets anytime she gets into the examination hall. And then I asked her, how do you read? She told me she just pick a book and she reads. And while she reads, she feel the thing has stuck. That is a costly assumption. What you should do is that you pick a sheet of paper, try to produce, like I said, what you've read. Is very, very important. And then you cannot go to the examination and forget. And then number two, what I do is that I try to teach other people. The best way, I always tell students that the best way you can tell if you understand is when you can teach somebody else, because you can never forget what to teach somebody. So try to teach somebody what you have studied, try to teach somebody what you have read. If you can teach the person, it means you've actually understood it. Some students are saying, no, me, I cannot teach anybody, no, this and that. No. If you teach people, it means you have understood what you are reading, and it's very, very important. Please practice this. In the campus where I graduated from, I'm a well-known tutor in that school, and this has actually helped me a lot. When I was in level 1, I don't read much. What I do is that I tutor much. I look for people that I tutor, and it's going to be very hard for me to forget what I teach them, because after I've taught one person, 2 persons, 3 persons, and I've taught, for instance, 10 persons the same thing, it's going to be hard for me to forget. So I think if you adopt this method of teaching someone, is actually going to be important. And then number 3 is I assume I'm going to forget. It's very, very strange. I assume. So when I'm studying, what I do is that, okay, if I forget what I read in an examination hall, what are the things I'm going to put in place to help me remember them? It's very, very strange. Just like this. Okay, as I finish reading, I assume I'm in the examination hall, and I assume I've forgotten what I read. What are those things I can likely put in place to give me an hint to what I read? Very, very important and very, very simple. I do that a lot, and that is why I don't forget what I read in examination hall. So I assume, okay, let's say we are looking at biology now, and we say biology is the study of life. I'm just giving an illustration now. You see? So and I assume, okay, if they ask me what is biology in the examination hall, if I forget what is biology, what is the hint I've put in place to help me remember? You get it? So one thing I use a lot, especially for courses that has to do with theory, is acronyms. I come out with acronyms. Acronyms are very important, especially in courses like biology. You get it? I'm dealing with characteristics, I'm dealing with types. So what I do is that I pick keywords from each of these characteristics and I use them to form an acronym. So if I forget the characteristics, what I do is that I write the acronym out, and then I've already known each of the words in the acronyms. It gives me an hint to remember what I've read. See, sometimes when we are rushing to read, we think that's actually stuck, but we mostly forget it. So these 3 tips are going to help you a lot in your examination. First of all, Pick a sheet of paper after reading. Try to see if you can produce what you've read. That is number one. Number two, teach somebody. If you can teach somebody, it means you've understood what you've read. And number three, assume you forget. Assume you're already in examination hall and assume you forgot it. And when you do these three things, it's going to be very hard for you to forget what you've read. So please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, and drop a comment in the comment section below. Which of these three tips are you practicing, and which one have you not been practicing? I want you to tell me in the comment section. And then there is a video here. I want you to click on this video. In the video, I mentioned 3 things you must know before stepping into the examination hall. There are 3 things you must know before stepping into the examination hall. Thank you for following me.